What about Browns do you think folks are sleeping on?
I think what Jerome Ford is an example of somebody who people are just sleeping on because they just don't feel confident he's going to be able to fulfill the role. I think one, there's an overestimation going on what his role is going to be. I don't think he's probably not even going to be the second leading rusher when it comes to rushing attempts on this team. I expect that to be Deshaun Watson. So he's really in a very relegated not in like think about how you would think of the third leading rusher on the Ravens. It's kind of what Jerome Ford's going to be. So it's not that big of a deal that he's not super experienced, and I don't think they're going to need a veteran to take care of that because even the pass protection stuff, it's just not going to be as important for Jerome Ford. Given Deshaun Watson's style, he's not a statue back there, right? So he's going to want Jerome Ford to kind of leak out and run a route more often than he's going to ask him to pass protect. Juan Thornhill is on the other side of guys I feel like are slept on, not because people are down on them per se, but because other signings have kind of pushed our attention away from them. And I think Juan is probably one of the most important signings that we made because he's going to be the voice back there to kind of get this secondary to not make the big mistakes. They're still going to make plenty of mistakes this year. There's a lot of Joe Woods that they're just going to have to wash off during the course of the season. But having Juan Thornhill, also getting Ronnie McLeod, those two veterans back there in the safety position, those are going to be guys who are going to help you from making the big mistake. And that's what you have to avoid. You can make the little mistakes, the mistakes that extend a drive every once in a while, but the big mistakes, like what we did at the end of the Jets game last year, those have to be fixed. And Juan's brought in to make sure we don't have those anymore.